Hello. Oops. Is it on? It's on. Hello, Leo. This is your February 1st to February 15th, 2017 read. For the main read, I got a new deck and I'm going to use it. It's the Bonfire Tarot. They're very colorful and vivid. This is just the back, but the cards themselves are very colorful and vivid. For the advice cards, I'm using the Romance Angel cards by Doreen Virtue, and I think there's another person on here. Nope, just Doreen Virtue. I thought there was another person on this. Probably not. Okay, deck has already been shuffled. Let's go ahead and get to it. Page of Cups. Okay. I feel as we're coming into this time, you're kind of wondering when love is going to go your way. Now, if this reading resonates with you, I don't really feel like it matters whether you're in a relationship or not. Something about it isn't going the way you feel it should. So we're gonna, see, like, here's the card. They're very colorful and vivid. That's what I was talking about before. New deck I got, and the way this deck comes across to me is different than other decks. That's for sure. It's one of the reasons I like it. But I'm very much seeing when is love going to work out for me the way it needs to. When is it going to be my turn? Why can't things just work the way they should? Like, I feel like those are the questions coming in as you're coming into this time frame. And your overall energy is interesting. We got the Seven of Wands. For you, I feel like you're holding it together. You're pushing things into line as they need to be, and you're trying your best to keep things going. You're keeping the fires burning. You're doing everything you can to make the situation work out. You're just trying your hardest to make it work out. I really feel you are. And I love how these cards are different, but I apologize that the first one you got here is the Three of Swords. I feel like you're not happy. And I feel like you feel conflicted about what you want and where you are. As I'm looking at if you can see the lady here, which gender doesn't matter, I always say that in my readings. I mean, they're general reads. But she looks so like, to me right now, she looks like she's trying to hold it together. She's just kind of keeping things together, but she's kind of like, things are just not, where I am and where I want to be are just not the same thing. That's what I'm getting for this card for you anyway. It's just where your heart is and where you actually are, it's just not matching. Things are just not working out. So, the Page of Cups coming in, like, I feel like this is already in effect by the time you're watching this for most of you. Three of Swords, I believe that's really why we're going into this next section here the way we are, because I have like 6 cards kind of clumped together. In your direct line, you have the Ace of Swords, and I feel like things are, the way this card is, I'm really centered on the bottom here, which I know that's the handle, or there's a word for that I'm just not getting. But to me it looks very twisted, and like you have to unbind some things, you have to get out of some things, you have to make things go the way you want them to go, and it's time for you to change things the way you want them to be. So that's what you're doing. That's what I'm really getting with this card, especially this part is really, really prominent to me. Like, you're trying to get out of something. Things are twisted, not the way they should be, and you're doing what you need to do to take those steps to iron them out. That's that. I feel like it comes across like that, too. It's who you are. If it comes across that way, it's who you are, and I don't really feel it's a bad thing. It's just who you are. You're getting to the point. I'm also noticing the apple on here. If you notice, there's 2 halves. It's kind of like split in half, so I'm kind of getting that split motion. I don't feel like it's upsetting for you as much as it's going to your favor. Okay. Now, as we go into the Six of Cups, this is in the environment below you. This is how how I see the people around you, I'm noticing this person holding on to the arms of this other one. I feel like your energy is the dominant one, and the other person's trying to hold on, but they're not. It's just not going to work out that way. I feel like they're trying their best to hold on. It's just they're not nearly as strong as you, and it just, what you say goes, and that's that. I just feel like you're really strong, at least if you're not normally, which I think Leos are mostly strong in a general sense. So, I mean, in this situation, regardless, they're going the direction you want to go, and that's pretty much how it's going. You then go into the Ten of Wands, where you're changing things and taking some gambles, seeing what you want, moving on, and then you go into the Three of Wands. This is in your line. So you got these two cards, which I'm going to try to look at them in the viewfinder as I read them for you. Because I'm noticing, is it this? No, this one. This is the one I'm looking at right here. I'm noticing how she's just kind of going with the flow. There's a lot of action around her, a lot of things going on. She doesn't see, her eyes are closed, I believe, yes. And she's just kind of holding on and going for the ride and just kind of enjoying life. Again, don't get caught up in the gender. And it's just kind of moving on. Kind of grabbing on and holding on as the things go forward. The next one, that book, is that... it looked like there's a cupcake on that book to me when I'm looking at it in the viewfinder, which makes me feel it's time to have my cake. I've already eaten it, so now I'm going to eat. Now I'm going to have it. That's I don't know why that seems like a crazy analogy. Yeah. Like, well, I've already had some cake, and now I got this cupcake. I'm going to eat that too. Like, I'm going on. I'm moving on. I'm doing what I need to do. And the book makes me feel like you're looking at options. You're deciding where to go next. You're planning your itinerary for the next move in your life. Is there a boat in there? There is. There you go. Okay, now as we're seeing this, you have something above this card. It's the Five of Coins. Which, it's very much connected, because I feel like as this person is leaving your life, like these cards aren't touching, but it's on the top and bottom. You got this. They have this card, the Wheel of Fortune, which means it's pretty much done. I don't know how you ended it, but however you ended it, they're all right. It's over. Then it's over. And I feel like they're kind of. I don't feel like you thought they'd cut you right out of their life, but they did. And I feel like that's what happened. They cut you right out, and that's how this is feeling. I don't feel like you wanted them completely out of your life, but that's what happened. Okay, let's. We have some more cards popping in here for the Romance Angels. And what I'm seeing with this card is you want true love. Because it's the true love card. And it's kind of reinforcing what I was already feeling, and I think it came through that way. Where you are and where you want to be aren't the same spot. It's just the true love, whatever that spark is you're looking for, it's just not there right now. And that's why you're kind of upset. But I also feel like the other person very much loved you. I do feel like we have the forgiving and learning connected with the Ace of Swords, which makes me feel like things come across a little harsher than maybe you realize. And I feel like you're trying to save a friendship. You're trying to take it out of whatever. You're trying to take it out of a relationship and just make it a friendship, and it just doesn't seem to work out that way. I feel like that person on the other side is still attracted to you. They still have passion for you. And it's weird. It's not like, I feel like you enjoy them too. But when I'm looking at this card on your side, it's next to the Five of Coins, which makes me feel like you're wanting something else. You're attracted to something else. But they still have passion for you. I almost feel like there might, though, be a... I feel like you guys might get back together at the end of this period. Like, whoever this is you're seeing or trying to move on from, at the end you might hook up again. I don't know how to put that. Because the passion is on their side, but I still feel like you're trying to move on and you're trying to plan your next move. Whatever this bump was when the Ace of Swords hit, I really feel like for a lot of you, you're kind of moving on in another direction. For some of you, it wasn't a complete break, and that's kind of why you're having the Five of Coins on your side, because it did not end the situation and you're just continuing on, but your thoughts are elsewhere. I feel like this, if you do stay together, this is causing problems for both of you. You're feeling like you need to move on because this isn't the relationship you actually want, but you're kind of stuck in it. The other person is feeling, due to that conversation, argument, whatever it was, that they're not as appreciated as they should be. And I think that's where the "you deserve love" comes in. Both of you are not as content as you may have been before. I feel like you weren't really that content to begin with, but this other person is now also kind of upset and bothered by the fact that they kind of realize that you're going to move on at some point, or you at least want to. Remember, it is a general read, so when you're coming into this, if you're not already feeling like you like love isn't working out the way you want it to, if you're not already feeling that way and you're very happy and content, then this reading is not for you. This is more of one for someone coming into this situation and they're already like, you know what, this situation is just not what I want it to be. I care about this person, or however that is, but where my heart lies and where I am in this relationship, just not working. Okay. I think that's pretty much what I got for this one. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.